ITV Good Morning Britain, Piers Morgan announces big format change. Good evening Britain. Good Morning Britain is about to go through a bit of a change in the coming weeks as the Piers Morgan and Susanna Reid fronted show will head for primetime, but there's a catch. Good Morning Britain has been a staple of ITV's breakfast schedule since 2014. But for the first time in history, the show will move to primetime for Good Evening Britain. Piers Morgan and Susanna Reid announced the exciting news earlier today. The one-off special will air after one of England's World Cup matches and capture the mood of the nation, win or lose. Good Evening Britain will feature all the flavour of its breakfast show counterpart, but it will air after the Watershed, so it will surely be slightly more risky. Piers announced, you think you've had enough of me in the mornings? Good news Britain. You're going to get a load of me in the evenings because we are having our first ever Good Evening Britain. Susanna excitedly added, we've made the big time. Piers continued, we are coming to primetime, we're actually very excited about it. I won't have to go to bed for that until about mid-afternoon, it's going to be great. Emma Gormley, managing director of ITV Studios, Daytime added, we are excited to introduce one of our flagship shows to the evening schedule. It promises to be a lively 60-minute event, filled with all the ingredients that make GMB so unmissable. Meanwhile, viewers can't wait for the evening special and have flocked to Twitter to share their thoughts on the highly anticipated episode. One wrote, Good Evening Britain, brilliant idea. At Piers Morgan after the Watershed. Whomever came up with that idea is a genius. #GMB. A second gushed, #GMB I've laughed all morning, you should all appear on Live at the Apollo, you're certainly funnier than some acts I've seen. Looking forward to evening show. Another added, Good Evening Britain is the late magazine show we've all been waiting for. #GMB. A fourth said, just heard #GMB will be having an evening show after England last group game with it Piers Morgan and at Susanna Reid 100 after the Watershed. What could go wrong? So looking forward to this. Earlier on the normal morning edition, Piers Morgan and Susanna Reid clashed over an awkward Anna Soubry chat.